This lesson is a review on one-step equations, and when I talk about one-step equations, I really like to relate it to this balance scale right here. When we have an equal sign in an equation, what that means is that whatever we have on the left side is equal or balanced with whatever we have on the right. So that's how we go about figuring out what that variable is. On the left side of this equation, I am going to draw an x. I am also going to put in 7 ones. One's kind of floating in there. So these are all ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the left-hand side, we essentially have, if we're talking about an equation here, x plus 7. Because these are balanced, we know that this is going to be equal. So on this side, I am going to put in, let's make these big boxes worth 10. So we have 10 here, and then I'll put in 3 ones. These are ones. So on the right-hand side, I have 10, 20, plus 3 more. So that's going to equal 23. This is my equation. My equation is x plus 7 equals 23. Now, when I go to solve this, I want to essentially get rid of these 7. All I want here is x because I want to know what x, in this case, weighs. Let's call it. I want to know what x is equal to. So I am going to take these 7 and I'm going to subtract them. So what that's going to look like is subtracting 7. But to keep it equal, I also have to take 7 away from this side as well. So when I solve equations, I like to draw a line down this equal sign so that it represents this balance scale that I have. Whatever I do on one side, I have to do to the other. So right here, we have 7 minus 7, and that's gone. So all we have left is x on the left-hand side, and that's what we want. Now 23 minus 7, we're just going to solve that. You can plug it into your calculator. We get 16. This is my answer. My answer is x equals 16. What I do now with algebra is I'm going to check it. I'm going to check my answer by rewriting the original equation. And now we know what x equals. X equals 16, or that's what we think it equals. So we're going to plug that in right there. 16. Taking out x and plugging in 16. And we want to know, does this, as my question mark here, does this actually equal 23? So yes, 16 plus 7 does equal 23. So what we're proving here is that the left equals the right, and that's a check of our equation. So when we're solving equations, we're going to undo whatever operation is happening to the variable on both sides. Let's start with this equation right here, x plus 7.2 equals 10. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line down the equal sign. That's just going to remind me of either side of that balance scale. So I'm going to look, here is my variable x. What's happening to x is we are adding 7.2. So we want to undo adding. The opposite of adding is subtract. So right here, I am going to write directly below where it says plus 7.2, I am going to write minus 7.2. On the other side, to keep that balanced, I also have to subtract 7.2. So this is how we set up an equation every time. Now, 7.2 minus 7.2 is 0. That was our goal. We get x by itself on the left. Now in our calculators, 10 minus 7.2 is 2.8. And we've got our answer. We just need to check it. So the way that we check it is we rewrite the original equation. And now we think that x is 2.8. So we're going to plug 2.8 into this equation, and the question is, does this actually equal 10? In our calculator, we can check this, and 2.8 plus 7.2 does indeed equal 10, so it checks. The same thing happens when subtraction is in our equation. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the line down the equal sign. This is going to help you when equations in 7th grade get a little more complicated knowing where each side of the equation is going to be helpful. So in this case, my variable is y, and what's happening to y is we are subtracting 3.8. So undoing subtracting would be adding. So I am going to add 3.8. Please note that it is directly below. It's important to line this up. If I add 3.8 on one side, I need to add 3.8 on the other side as well. So from here, this cancels each out. These are opposites, right? Negative 3.8, positive 3.8 becomes a 0. So we're left with y on the left-hand side. 8 plus 3.8 is 11.8. And we have our answer. We just need to then check. So I am going to rewrite my equation. We think that y is equal to 11.8. So we're going to plug this in here, 11.8 minus 3.8, and we are going to see, does this indeed equal 8? Plug this into your calculator, you do get 8, so that shows that the two sides are balanced. So we've gone through when an equation involves adding and subtracting, but it could also involve multiplication or division. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to undo the operation. If I have 4x equals 12 right here, this means multiplication, a coefficient with a variable. That operation is multiplication. So I am going to draw my line down the equal sign, and to get x by itself, the opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. So we're not going to use this division symbol when we're solving equations. We don't really use that in algebra that much, and this is the beginnings of algebra here. So we're going to use our fraction bar because we know that that also means division, and we're going to draw our fraction bar here, divided by 4. If we divide by 4 on the left, we also have to divide by 4 on the right. 4 divided by 4 is 1, which is exactly what we want. We want 1x on the left, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So again, we know this is right, but we're just going to go through the motion and check this right here. So we think x is equal to 3, so 4 times 3. Notice that I'm using my parentheses to indicate multiplication. You can also use a dot. The one thing we don't want to use in algebra to indicate multiplication is the x, because that gets a little confusing with the variable. So 4 times 3, does this equal 12? Yes, it does indeed equal 12, and we know that that checks. So again, when an equation has multiplication of a variable, to undo that, we're going to divide. We're not going to use this little division symbol. We're going to use the fraction bar to indicate division. The last scenario for one-step equations is right here, and this is x divided by 3 equals 8. To undo division, we are going to multiply. So I'm going to start with this line, and the way I'm going to indicate multiplication, as I just said, you don't want to use x to indicate multiplication because it does get confusing with the variable. So I'm going to use a parenthesis right here for multiply by 3. You can think of that as 3 over 1. These 3's will cancel. We're also going to multiply by 3 on the right-hand side as well. So we're left with x equals 24. Last thing is to check, and again, we're just going to rewrite the equation. I'm going to substitute in 24 for 3, and does this equal 8? It does, so my equation does check. Go ahead and practice these 9 equations by solving and checking. Don't forget to draw your line down the equal sign, and then you're going to do the opposite operation on both sides. Here are the answers for these equations. If you have any questions, make sure to ask me.